My name is Val Rodionov, and today I'm going to talk about my 8th day on my way to 1 meal a day diet on MAD, so called. So it was today's January 28th, but I'm talking about yesterday. Yesterday was the day number 8. I didn't film the video yesterday. So briefly about my diet, and then I'll tell you about the story about chewing as promised in my previous video. I almost forgot about the disclaimer, legal disclaimer. I'm not a medical professional and I do not provide medical advice. So everything I tell you is to share my experiences, and if you choose to use any data provided by me in my videos or in my texts, please do use it at your own risk, and I would recommend you to consult with professionals in that area. So that's it about the disclaimer. Yesterday was day number 8. I slept about 7 hours. I woke up feeling good. I had some redness in my right eye, a little bit puffy eye. It had happened the day before, I forgot to mention. It felt like some type of allergy, either food allergy or something else, or maybe it's toxins. I don't have this often. I have it once in a while, very seldom. But that was something to note. My weight yesterday morning was 255 pounds, which is 1 pound less than the previous day. Actually, 1 pound less than when I started and 3 pounds less than the previous day. It must be the scale. So I'm thinking to start keeping the score with the scale. So if I start from today, that would be me would be 1, my scale would be 0. In any case, at lunch I had at noon. I had about 8 ounces of steamed green vegetables with a tablespoon of butter. Then about 5 ounces slightly fried, almost steamed swordfish. About 4 ounces of boiled beans, and then for dessert I had about 4 ounces of millet steamed with pumpkin and some raisins and some butter. I had a cup of tea later on. I sweetened the tea with date syrup. It's very I like it a lot, the sweetness. I put a little bit of tea, 1 or 2 teaspoons on a mug of tea. And at about 4 p.m. I had half a mango and an apple. So I enjoyed it a lot. I felt a little bit of weakness here and there, especially like between 3 and 4, but nothing major. So I was able to function 100%, but I was noticing there's some light detoxes happening, and it makes sense. So I'm consuming less food. The time between my meals is pretty large, it's like 14, 16 hours. But however, yesterday I did kettlebell exercises, and I finished exercising and stretching at 7 p.m. So I had late dinner yesterday again, started at about 7:20. But I want to tell you something about my exercises. Yesterday I felt so much power, and I was exercising, and I was taking extra sets on some exercises that I liked a lot. And one of the things is, when I started my exercises about 2 months ago with kettlebells, I had my lower back shifting again. It had started like 13 years ago, on and off. And every time it shifts, I walk a little bit crooked. If I go to a chiropractor, they fix it in a couple of sessions, but then something happens again. I turn incorrectly, it would shift again. And I couldn't figure out what was happening. And chiropractors, several of them I visited throughout the years, they didn't tell me. And lately I figured it out when I started my kettlebell exercises and when I had this happen several times. And I will tell this story in some of my videos later. No promises. Most likely I'll tell the story. So, and today, so actually the dinner. So for the dinner, I had 4 to 5 ounces of steamed veggies with clarified butter or ghee, 4 ounces of soaked and cooked black beans with a meatball, and about 2 to 3 ounces of sprouted wheat bread, the wheat bread patties that I make. I ate it with some butter and cheese. So it took me a long time to chew on the beans. I tried to chew it very carefully so I don't get gases or so it digest. I'll talk about chewing in the supplementary video. Please watch it. You'll learn a thing or two. You might learn if you don't know the details. So it took me about 40 minutes to chew on the beans and the bread. So that's why it took a long time. The dinner itself wasn't large. I felt very good, and I felt very good. And one of the things I decided that I feel that my videos started to grow larger in size. I want to make the portion of the report as short as I can, so you don't need to watch me telling the stories if you don't want to. So you can see the result of the day, what was happening, how it went. And then if you're interested about the topic that I'm going to tell in a supplementary video, you can watch that video. So I'll try to keep those reports or my journal shorter, probably starting from the next day. I feel that it's still going on. In any case, I will call those supplementary videos something like day 8 supplementary video and the subject, let's say, chewing or something of that sort, so you can easily find those videos if you want to watch them. And it's the end of the day 8 video. Thank you for watching. I wish you great health, happiness, success, and see you on my supplementary video about chewing. Bye bye.